One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship on the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt. Why should an empress be different? But she was. I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserved to. A storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
No! Get away from her! Corvo! Mommy!
Дауда, my old friend. It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark? I'm here because you're right. The Empress was different. This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Daud. It's a mystery. One that starts with a name. Delilah.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets. Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah that hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild, a former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
Daud, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe. One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these. I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
Property or we'll lock you up.
True. You have to give me back my time card. I can't get back in. You had no right to take it.
Try and get past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards. No exceptions.
I hope you die weeping. All of you. I hope the plague gets you.
There's a man out on the river watching the place. If I weren't so young and pure of heart, I'd suggest he's up to no good.
Has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
used to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did work like this. Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
Huh?
Is a reminder that collective bargaining in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense. These include metallurgy, whale collection and refinement, security services, and selected legal clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
You're
Dowd.
Dowd. Shit, I hope you ain't here for me. I'm just a little fish in a big pond.
I want to know about a ship. The Delilah.
Yeah, I heard of it. Listen, maybe we can help each other out. I work for a very rich man who's keen on seeing Rothwild's business go belly up. This whole business with the strike, our doing. We got a mole on the inside, lady pretending to run the labor crews, a real talent. She could lie straight to the High Overseer's face and get away with it. We were supposed to meet up last night. I've been spying on the place all day waiting to hear word. Only I haven't seen or heard a peep. I was about to shove off. If you're here to make a little mayhem anyway, maybe you could find her. If she's still alive, she'd be able to get you everything you need to know about that ship, no question. And a substantial reward besides. Her name's Abigail Ames.
This is a public warning. Corvo Atano, the assassin and one-time royal protector, has escaped from confinement and is at large within the city. Any sightings of this state criminal must be reported to the City Watch at once.
We still on for a game of Nancy tonight? No. Give yourself up. I'll only take a finger. Word of honor.
Check under everything.
Nothing.
I'm going to find you, whoever you are, and then I'll demonstrate your faithfulness.
Don't be such a frightened franny. Come out and face it.
Nothing after all.
Probably just a...
Missing or damaged time cards will no longer be replaced due to abuse of this indulgence. Any worker without a time card will be denied admission to the grounds and summarily terminated.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Indeed, I believe so.
Sign the contract, and you'll be back at work tomorrow.
They won't let you in without a time card. But if you get us out of here, you can take mine. I'm not coming back. We still need to get past that light contraption they put up. If you can shut it off, we can slip past the city watch when the time is right.
Clear the line! Get around you! Eat this!
Promotion for the man who killed this one.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the
Is the wall of light down?
Not yet.
We can wait. You're all we've got.
I need more men! Bring the alarm!
Where are you?
Get around him! Watch it!
An intruder has been seen on the slaughterhouse ground. He is to be captured or killed on sight. We have the full compliance of the law and the city watch.
What's going on there? By the outside. Guards!
After this morning, we're taking away time cards on site. Nobody gets in or out without those things. Time to send a message.
Is the wall of light down?
You're free to go. Make your way out of this place.
Thank you. Guess you took what you came for. Just, if you see Abigail Ames, tell her we still believe in her.
An intruder has been seen on the slaughterhouse ground. We have the full compliance and the city watch.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
No way. Mr. Rothwell didn't even have to turn it on.
I don't believe you.
No, it's true.
Is he calling you a liar?
Rothwell has a chair in the meat locker. He uses it to control the workers there.
Men, you'll collect your bonuses at sundown in my offices. Well done, my boys. Good. The rest of you piss off.
They got a little spine. This will be fun. Every man should have to work a little for his kid. Don't you think?
I know what this is. A makeshift interrogation chair. Rothwild must be using... coerce employees. They're armored in front, but not so tough in back.
Here's my generous offer stands. Half pay and a dozen passes.
power system in there looks like it will put down that whale in an instant. I almost think you should. I know they're just beasts, but still.
What a sad song the old behemoth sings. It looks right at me when I sit here to have my nightcap. Yeah, look at me. A fly next to you, but I'm your master, ain't I? Killed 100 of your kind, and I'll kill 1,000 more before I'm done. Drain you, then feed you to my butchers. The mournful cries of the whales don't touch that lot. No, sir. They don't have hearts, I think. But by the outsider, I think I still have a small one, shriveled and blackened as it may be. Yes, sing me a lullaby while I have another drink. Sing.
Does he know by now?
Ramsey? No, this is about the workers. This is about fair pay and safe conditions.
Don't bother. You're not the first of his moles I've caught. What happened, Abigail? Trusted you. Extra elixir rations, bags of coin as bonuses. But you're about to see that my generosity is counterbalanced by a very inhumane side.
Mr. Rothwild. Bungie. Is any... I know you. Dowd. You're the Knife of Dunwall. Well, Dowd, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm here to learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burrows. I know all about the Delilah. All of it. And I can give you exactly what you want.
Please do.
Not so fast. I need something from you in exchange.
That's what I thought. What?
We're both professionals, Mr. Dowd. I was hired to get these gutless workers striking, which I did very nicely. And then destroy the slaughterhouse itself. That's where I got caught. And that's where I need your help.
How?
The whale oil in those tanks out there is enough to destroy this entire place. The important industrial bits, especially. Just open all the valves at once to let the oil start flowing. The pressure will go out of control, and... boom.
What about the people inside?
Growing a conscience? The factory workers are already out. My boss will hire them on, in better conditions than they'd ever see here. Not the butchers, though. They can die screaming for all I care.
Don't try and con me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here's the key. Don't get caught. You take care of the slaughterhouse, and I'll tell you everything I know about the Delilah.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for your trouble.
I'll consider it.
I'll make sure you get to enjoy this.
What do you want to know that's worth crossing a man like me?
I want to know about a ship named Delilah. What's behind the name?
Choke on your own spit.
Who is Delilah?
Ha! Think I'll give up a friend at the first tickle? That's the kind of thing I'd pay your sister for down at the Golden Cat.
We'll feed you through your own factory. See if we can get oil out of your blubber.
You know your work, I'll give you that. We can talk this out, like businessmen.
Why did you name it Delilah?
What do you care? And it wasn't me. The previous owner named it after some sweetheart as a painting. Piss off!
Who was the previous owner?
Barrister Timps, all right? He told me the story. Delilah was a woman he knew. Grew up working in Dunwall Tower. And got kicked out and became a painter. Funny airs, like proud. She caught his eye, but it was worse than that. He couldn't think of anything else, just her. She whirled into his mind somehow. He built that ship for her, a lot more. Gave her half his fortune. Then he got scared. Came to me afraid dumped the ship and I needed a business partner, so we made a deal. Had to change the name. Wish I'd done it.
I hope that was satisfying. Here's the room key, when you're ready to go. Sir, earlier I spotted crates bound for the most remote corner of the Empire. Might be worth stuffing him in one, just to tie things off. He doesn't seem the type to forgive, of course. Why go through all the trouble, when a blade to the neck would accomplish the same thing?
The Royal Protector busted out of Coldridge. Think we could take him?
Do I look stupid?
Get over here! You ain't leaving this place alive.
Make the roar to see anything. Someone's been mucking about.
Hate skippers like you. Always sneaking and snooping. Get over here!
An intruder has been seen on the slaughterhouse ground. He is being...
Always. Come back. Come on out.
We're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrines? Tell me about the blood rituals you were doing.
Someone get over here! Get behind it! Take...
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
An intruder has been seen on the slaughterhouse ground. He is being...
It's a pleasure to watch you work. Feels like there's always more to learn about pain. Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
Let's go. As a young girl, Delilah was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. Years later, a painter in Sokolov Circle. Barrister Arnold Timsh paid her to paint portraits. Him, I knew. A nobleman, born rich. And now he was making a second fortune, seizing the assets of plague victims for the Lord Regent. But Barrister Timsh was also fighting a private war with his own niece. Something to do with the family fortune. Lurk was probably right. We needed to speak with the niece first. Her feud with the old barrister was something we could use. I got a message to the barrister's niece, and she claimed to know things about Delilah that no one else did. But the knowledge would have a price. I wasn't surprised. I went to meet her.
One more body shouldn't matter, right? Talia should be waiting in Trevor's Close. It's an alley just past the Wall of Light. You'll know it by 3 whitewashed skulls.
Heroically attempting to prevent an act of sabotage. Be vigilant and report suspicious persons to the City Watch.
What you mean? Who's paid for those clothes? You're threatening the wrong person. If I'm I would strongly consider leaving while you stand. Here.
Go down!
Look at you, the master assassin. So you want to know about Delilah? Well, my uncle is bewitched by her, so we won't tell you anything. I require only 2 things. Get rid of my uncle, and bring me his last will and testament. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know about Delilah Copperspoon. And I'll pay you cold hard coin for your trouble. Come back to me when it's done. Let's meet at the docks when you return.
The fuck are you looking at?
Blow off, chopper.
Somebody! Go over here! Die, you crusty! What? What the? Somebody, give me a hand! Get you! Ah! Have been trying to get in. We don't need any more burglary.
Better keep his eye on the key then. Hatters are likely to come after it.
I need more men!
A few torches, and this place would be all the better.
Got you now! To me! You're going! If we lose, I'll demonstrate your failure. See something?
We know you're...
There you are! Assassin, help! Flank him! whoever you are, and I'll demonstrate your failings. I'll feed your heart.
Sir?
What is it?
I just wanted to say, congratulations on getting your own squad.
Master down.
Scout up ahead. Try to find out where Timsh is.
There's an equipment stash on the rooftops nearby. We've been anticipating doing a hit on Timsh for some time.
I know. Half the city wants him dead. We'll earn some gold on this one. I'll meet you up ahead. Nice.
Snooping around nearby. He won't say who he is or what he's doing, but I locked him up. He's safe. He seems familiar to me. Reminds me of someone who used to do business with Timsh, but I'm not sure.
Good work, Simmons. Now that that's handled, we can move on. You got the orders from Timsh, right? What's the next address?
Crow's Court off Bramley Street. But there's a problem, sir. The Forrestalls live there, and their kids used to sneak us food at the back door. I know it's the job, sir, but it's awfully hard seeing them turned out like this. They don't even have the plague. I've been there last week.
Excellent. Simmons, you'll show me this back stoop and we'll go in that way. Start tallying the place up. You've given us the tactical advantage. We'll get Timsh's money.
But, sir,
I'll put it another way. You think I care which door we kick in tomorrow? The next day? Behind each is another useless pack of aristocratic sots and their precious offspring. And I don't care if they all end up mudlarks.
Sir, they've been good to me.
Simmons, before I worked for Barrister Timpsch, I was dredging out the real Weeper dens. You ever done that? Ever broken down a door and bathed in that stench? Fought housewives with blood on their faces, swinging at you with a piece of broken furniture. Other times it's just...
He's in the lobby, explaining his little system.
Who are you?
I understand your curiosity. I'm strange. I was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. A friend to Jessie when we were girls. Then afterward, I made my name as a painter. Now, I'm obviously something much greater. I hope that satisfies you. Because you won't get more. I ought to just kill you. But I'm going to give you a warning for the sake of my sisters, who were very impressed with you once upon a time. Stay away from me. There are great changes coming, and I'll expect you not to interfere. I have influence in places you won't expect. But as for Arnold Timpsch, do what you want. I won't hold a grudge. I'm done with him.
Is that who you were looking for? Well, She's a bit of a bitch. And the artwork's hopeless. I know you have your reasons.
Mother, this is Arnold. If you happen to awaken while no one is present, I've prepared this for you, to remind you of recent events to help clear your mind and put you at ease. The plague has ended. I have married and will become Prime Minister, just as you always wanted. My sister and brother are both here and doing well. Your last will and testament has been written and approved. We all love you, Mother. Now go back to sleep. Rest. Everything is fine.
It's Daud, isn't it? You wouldn't be in this district unless you were after Timsh's head.
What do you want?
Revenge. To do to Timsh what he did to me. I want him homeless, a victim of one of his own eviction documents. I've prepared one, complete with the forged signature of the Lord Regent. Please, go to my old apartment. It's right next to Timsh's estate. Here's the address, but I doubt you can get inside from the streets. There you'll find my journal, which contains the entire plot and everything you'll need. But you're a businessman like I once was. I don't expect you to do this for free. If you do go to my apartment, you'll find something stashed there. Consider it your payment in advance.
Can't say I like that.
Probably rats into everything.
Benedict, I need to know what you expect regarding the Danforth Holding Company. They're only a month late, and they've been good for it in the past. Normally, I wouldn't hesitate to invent a plague infection complaint against them and have all their assets seized. But they have a link to the Boyles. They, as you know, are on the Do Not Touch list. It's hitting a little too close to home. I'm afraid you may have to settle your dispute with them by some other means.
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again. You're such a
special
choffer.
immunity to all legal provisions concerning the plague.
Of Probably just a win.
The Regent needs the smartest and most capable in the city, unencumbered by plague provisions. Quite. I keep the document with me at all times. You never know when you'll need it. Ah, what makes you among the smartest, would
Wonder
you
if
say?
anyone would notice.
Just an example. Take the rat plague. Boo-hoo, yes? What a calamity. Half the city is bleeding out its eyes. Half the people I know have been ruined. Meanwhile, I've tripled my fortune. Go ahead, ask me how. How, sir? The key is to create a buffer zone. Take the areas that surrounded the hives of infection and blockade them. Empty them. What do you think these guards do? Go into the core city where the plague's worse. Make sure folks who got it worst get out to the flooded district. Turn over anything they've got to the public trust. Useless. Anybody who's got the plague, they sell all their goods just to buy some crackpot cure. And they'll fight. We're losing men every day. But the middle class. Of course. I know you're here somewhere,
That's strange. Jimch doesn't name himself the beneficiary in the will. He's giving the inheritance to Delilah.
Immediately. Be advised, the individual who murdered Barrister Arnold Tinch is believed to be still at large in this area. If seen, inform an officer of the watch immediately. Be advised, the individual who murdered Barrister Arnold Tinch is believed to be still at large in this area. Seen, inform an officer of the watch immediately.
Just keep clear of the watch and the Hatters. Don't start any fights. We want a nice, clean payback for what he did to the boss. A death for a death.
Kill him is what I say. Dowd's a legend. We won't take chances. Not a chance. After what he did to Bundry. Somewhere around here.
Your uncle is dead. This is his will, as agreed.
Uncle's dead. I've killed now, haven't I? My, how odd that feels. But you were promised information. Well, my uncle came under Delilah's spell. He was obsessed with her. Everyone knew she'd been a servant at the tower before she studied under Sokolov. She was a painter and artist. Beneath my family's class, for certain. My uncle became infatuated. But he looked older and made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance. It was an amusement. We didn't know what we were doing. I thought only the dead appeared at seances. But suddenly, Delilah was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there. We saw her as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It was your name, Dowd. That's all I know. I hope you find what you're looking for.
So much for the good barrister. He had it coming, though. Men like him can never trust anyone. His own niece turned on him. Are you ready to go?
Let's go home. Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, the city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
Master Dowd, we've been attacked by overseers. The base is lost. The men are scattered, some captured by the overseers, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we can regroup and take out their leader, I believe we can still drive them back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him. No wonder they keep to the shadows. They're nothing in a stand-up fight.
Clear the line!
My hands are bound. I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
What's... Damn.
Sir, if I could just say, the men aren't happy.
What was that? See something? Assassin!
It's you. I thought your victims never saw. So much for legend. I thought the great Daud was a master assassin, spinning his webs, worshipping cursed shrines. There's one mistake, and you're finished. As the litany says, there are forces outside the world we know, and he consorts with them. Sisters in the oracular order. Where is...
Okay. I'll watch for your sign.
Get behind you!
slip away, did you?
Huh? I need more men!
You're down.
Die, idiot! I'll read signs from now! Assassin, help! Find him!
Let's not be restless. Reveal yourself.
Things are bad. With the city getting worse, chances are very good.
Nice.
Someone get over here! Stop messing around and come. Tonight. Take it! Stand still! Get around here. Oh, I'll find you. Here you are! Someone get over here!
This is a these ones. Talk.
Help!
Thank you. I'll wait for your word.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district, but the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
I'll write to her again. She has to see reason.
What is your will?
Cut them down.
Master Daud. Overseer leader is dead. We gave his body to the river crusts. After you freed our men, they routed the remaining Overseers. We control the Commerce Building again. They were planning a larger assault, but this group of Overseers attacked early, without the others from the Abbey.
Where's Lurk?
I'm here. I was held up. The Overseers had us trapped. They've... Oh. You.
Yes. Me. Everything is falling into place. Though I'd hoped the Overseers would be capable of finishing you in one try. Overseer Hume was just a little too ambitious. Fortunately, I still have one card left to play. Lurk?
Sorry, Daud. But you knew this was coming. Even if you didn't think it was so soon. You've been slipping. Ever since the Empress died. It's my time now.
Your little empire's fallen to bits. Your men are dead in the streets, and our dark-eyed friend has lost interest in helping you.
Quiet, Delilah. You're right. But I'm going to show respect. Daud, blades out. We'll do this properly. I knew it would come to this, Daud. It's our nature.
You once told me Billy Lurk was your finest pupil. Fast and strong with a sharp mind. It's no accident she was the only woman you ever trained. And she proved even more ruthless and deceptive than you thought. But she was no match for you. This is why, in a city of horrors, parents will scare their children with the legend of Daud, the knife of Dunwall, who never chose sides, who preyed on the city's lords, who never swore fealty, who brought down overseers, once even an empress. I wonder what the final chapter will be. What happens to scary monsters in the end?
The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge. The Overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned. It's been months since I killed the Empress, but it feels like only seconds ago I heard her yelling for her daughter, Emily. Corvo's face going slack with shock. And somewhere in my head, the outsiders laugh. Come to collect on our debt. Did you ever think you deserved to lose your Empress? That a better man took her life, while you gaped like a fool? Come on, Corvo. Prove me wrong. Damn it.
Sir, Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.